Okay, so this is the final chapter. I want to talk to you guys about weapons. Okay? And this has a lot to do with your body size as well. If you watch any of my other videos, you know that the bow staff comes in many different sizes and lengths. And the longest bow staff is known as the monkey stick, and that can be anywhere from 12 feet to maybe 13, 14 feet. You don't need that much stick, but if you need that much stick, the monkey stick is for you. Short bow, that's this. Shorter bow, it's that thing there. I'll show you. That was actually one whole bow that got broke when I was training my niece, and she made me exceptionally mad, like bad teacher, bad student, out of practice. 3-section staffs, you've seen me work them. My golden ticket, the nunchucks. Boom, boom. Yeah, in the sequence, boom. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. There's only certain kicks and stuff you can use with weapons. And the reason that is because the weapon generally will get in your damn way. Alright? See how those clicked up? Bow, bow, bow. If you're using a weapon 9 times out of 10, you're not going to use your hands and your feet while your arm. Boom. So this kick, boom, boom. You know, someone's coming up behind you, bow. Guard up, bow, bow. Guys are coming at you at 1,000 miles a minute. Boom, boom. The only thing that movies leave off is that when this shit hits a solid object, it comes back to its source. That being you. Keep that shit in mind. Now when you're using a sword, this is not a sword. When you're using a sword, you have yay so much distance to cut people. You will be cutting people with that sharp ass blade. And if you're in the film business or movies, you're not going to be cutting people and they take precautions for that. You know, in case your left arm is the only arm you have. So you need to be able to do that. Your transitions must be great. Let's say you're going to do the Japanese form, mostly like shogun and samurai. So usually they have a Shinto dagger and they have a katana. So here, these are your blocks. So the sword's coming in here, you block and you slice, you block and you slice. They're coming this way. Boom, that's the guy that you didn't see coming, but you saw him at the last second. So you're stabbing and kicking. You're moving into this formation. Boom, so you're stabbing. You're stabbing the guy behind you just so that you're not confused and you're using the butt of your Shinto dagger to get them in the gut. Then you're going to come back around. And when you come back around, you're going to behead this guy and this guy. And then you're going to go back into this form. And you're going to step in. And you're going to cross out. And you're going to be ready. Strike, kick, punch, stab. So you see how that's going to work when you have your sword and your Shinto dagger. You're not going to do this with a sword and Shinto dagger because you're going to cut off your fucking fingers. Now, when you are using your weapons decide your fate. I personally am a more wooden weapon than a steel weapon. So now that I can't use a steel weapon, it's just that I don't want to murder anybody by accident. And steel weapons are assassination weapons. Wooden weapons are more of a defense weapon. Yeah, I just pissed off 90 people. Because 90 people are going to say, no, James, you're wrong. All weapons are murder weapons. No, the only murderer is the one using it for murderous intentions. So in my film that I made with my boy Courtney, we used plastic prop weapons because it was easier for one, and more real martial art weapons don't look like that, except for the commas. And you want to cater to less violence for children. So, you want to make it look innocent but dangerous at the same time. But when you're in a fight with weapons, which I highly am against, if you get into a fight and someone brings a weapon, I highly do recommend that you take their weapon from them and use it on them. And if you are unarmed, you are never unarmed if you have a t-shirt. For you ladies, if you have a t-shirt or a wraparound dress or a bra, you can use those as weapons. If taught properly, you will be able to defend yourself without being in an I got raped situation. Now, if the person you're going against has a gun, do not fight. Because they have more than enough rounds to take out you and every other witness. Now, I will say I'm going to contradict that or sound like a hypocrite and like a New York minute. If the person with the gun is from where I'm standing to the computer, they got you dead to rights. Because they're going to shoot you. Because they have time to aim it. If the person is right up on you, and depending on what part of your body the weapon is closest to, especially if it's a gun. A gun is a lot difficult to take from someone, but it's safer to try to take a gun from a person than it is to take a knife from a person. And yes, I just pissed off 1,000 people because the other night I put on Instagram that I would never teach anyone to do that, even though I was taught to do that by Mr. Ennis before he passed, because we were taught to take knives as well as guns from people. And the fantasy versus the reality is you don't know how fast someone's finger is in that trigger wall. You don't. So if they're here, you got a fighting chance. I don't recommend you take it unless you can catch the son bitch blinking or something. But he's already nervous. He doesn't want to kill you because if he wanted to kill you before he got on you, he would have shot you. Most people who want to rob you, they're more scared than you are. Which is why we wind up getting shot or get dead. Because the motherfucker with the gun is a chicken shit. That's why he has the gun in the first place. And you don't know how fast his reflexes are going to be with his hand in that trigger wall. If his hand's in that trigger wall, don't do anything stupid. If his hand's against the trigger wall, where this is the gun and his hand's right there against the handle, you might have a fighting chance. But I will always tell people, here's reality. You have a dying chance too. His hand's already in that trigger wall, he don't want to do anything stupid. And if he's by himself, you have a fighting chance. If he's with someone else, there's a good chance that the other person will either shoot you or stab you as well. Now the thing about taking a gun and a knife from someone, the difficult part is actually getting the shit done. You have to understand that you're going against a person with a knife, so it's their arm times the blade and the hilt. Where going against someone with a gun, you don't have any kind of distinctive knowing how fast that bullet's going to leave that barrel. You don't have any distinctive knowing of how quick his reflexes is on that trigger guard and how far he needs to be to do maximum damage with minimum effort. So from where I stand to the computer, he's got you dead to rights. If he's on you and he's right here, his hand's in the trigger wall, he's got you dead to rights. If he's behind you, you can't tell if his hand's in the trigger wall, he's got you dead to rights. Now I watched the video on Instagram where the guy did this and there was a counter between them and everything, but he was still in the dangerous thing and he actually showed the weapon firing and the guy ducked to the right where the bullet expends. He ducked to the right of the guy that was shooting him. The bullet comes out of the gun, which when you're doing that, the bullet shouldn't fly directly straight out. If he put his head and put the gun this way, which means the bullet could have damn near put out his eye. So you have to think before you do. These are great scenarios to work in your head. They're great scenarios to practice. They are not always great scenarios to execute. In knife fighting with Mr. Ennis, he was teaching us, the ways that the knife goes. The knife can only go the way of your arm and your wrist. Someone's going to stab you this way, that way, they're going to cut across, and they're going to cut up. So you have those 4 ways, up and down, left and right. And if they're a dirty motherfucker, when they're doing this and you grab their hand and they drop it and catch it in the other hand, which is also something that's highly possible of a person who thinks on their feet. You blocked me. Still gotcha. If a person brings a knife to a fight, you are going to get cut. Especially if he knows how to use both hands equally. you have to be aware of it. You know, a lot of teachers, they will train you to fight knifing out of the hopes that you never, ever, ever have to use it. Those are the words that Mr. Ennis said when he was teaching us how to fight against a person with a knife. And even though we did rubber knives and all the other stuff, and the danger's still real, you know, the thing is, it takes a lot more to get a knife from a person than it does to get a gun. Both scenarios are very dangerous. Both scenarios, if practiced with live rounds, can get someone hurt, killed, or injured. I don't think it gets any worse than getting killed, but you know, you get hurt, you get injured, you know, same concept. I don't know why I put it that way, but you know, with a knife, you're going to get messed up really bad. And especially if you're fighting someone who has some kind of combat training, whether it be martial arts or whether it be military, and they go to stab you, and you grab their wrist with both of your hands, and they drop it into the other hand, and then they stab you, and you're thinking, how the hell did I get stabbed? I had his wrist with the hand. This is the knife. So most knives stop somewhere between 7 and 5 inches, and this is the handle. You know, so this would be the size of a Shinto dagger, or actually it would be a little bit bigger than a dagger, but you know, it would be like a mini katana. So you would, if you drop the knife or the katana, and that's not supposed to happen, but if they grab your wrist and you drop it and you to your other hand and stab the person, they're gonna get it. And people don't think that that shit can happen, and it can. So my advice, so I can close this video, so I can go home and watch Days of Our Lives project work. My advice is really simple. If you know what you're doing, do what you gotta do. If you don't know what you're doing, or if you're afraid the martial art training that you have been learning isn't going to work, give them the money. Just give them the money. You can cancel your credit cards, you can replace that money eventually, but you can't replace your life, so let's keep that shit real. If somebody's got a knife, give them the money. If they got a gun, give them the money. You're not Bruce Lee. You're not Jet Li. You're not Jackie Chan. You're not Sammo Hung. You're not Tony Jaa. You're you. These guys have been training and making movies, and some of them have been actual martial art champions. But they have not encountered people on the streets being robbed and mugged, because when you're famous, most people don't try to rob and mug you because you have bodyguards who are going to take a knife or a shot for you. But if you're just some normal guy like me who knows martial arts, there's a time and a place for everything. Remember their faces. Report them to the police. You will bump into them again eventually. It's just a matter of time. You know? But for the sake of, if you're with your girlfriend, give them the money and hope that they go on, you know, and hope that they're not some kind of psychopath. If they're a psychopath that's going to shoot you and rape your girlfriend, then you may have to fight. You know? And if you die trying to save her, it's better than you just sitting there watching the shit happen. Especially if it's just one guy. You know, it's just one guy, you know, you gotta fight in chains. I don't recommend it without having a plan, but you gotta fight in chains. Alright, so I'm gonna end this video on that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this 3 things of whatever martial art you pick. Let me back it up. Whatever martial art you pick and choose to use, you should pick one that will definitely match your body shape and size. And by shape and size, I mean not just your weight, but your height. You know, because there are some things that are really stressful on the body, and the more you weigh, the more damage you can do to yourself if you aren't trained properly, and if you don't practice what you've been trained to the letter, you can do some serious damage to yourself, and we don't want that. As martial artists, we want to be as healthy as possible. Trust me, having a hip replacement has eliminated 50% of my actual arsenal, which I say again, if I'm actually attacked, I'm probably going to be able to get all 100% of what I know out. It's just that I'm going to have to deal with the aftermath and the consequences later. So, and I'm more than willing to do that. Besides, I'm not really trying to take an ass whooping. Okay? So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I'm James Williams Jr., Kung Fu Athlete number 2. Be seeing you.